Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Here we are for a VTP Stage 2 Online Technical Tuesday Coaching Call 199, all right, for the 7th of July 2026. I hope you're well. I hope you've enjoyed a good start to the week. There's been some interesting price action, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. As always, you are very welcome here. Just remember that you're always responsible for your own trading and investing decisions. And if you want a little bit more help and support, well, the Q3 VTP Trader Accountability Group will be starting this evening. Okay, an opportunity to basically just help build discipline, accountability, and consistency with the kind of other supportive traders who are at the same dedication that you're showing as well. Okay, so here we are. Where are we starting? Yeah, we've got dollar holler on here. Dollar profile, Aussie dollar on the daily, Euro dollar on the daily, cable on the daily, dollar Swiss on the daily, Kiwi dollar, dollar Canadian, dollar yen, dollar index as always. Okay, so as always, let's start with the dollar index. The kind of weekly strength is the weekly chart. We had strength. We broke through what these were kind of supply areas. We broke through and we've come back in to test it. If I look at here on the daily chart, okay, having had a great run there the last couple of weeks, we've kind of drifted now. I would say, you might say it's a bit of a, some people might say it's a bit of a flag. I would kind of, you could do, right? I'd actually probably be more kind of sort of enamored to think of it more like it's just coiling up, all right? Prices coiling up, but it's still coiling up above 100, all right? That's the way I'd be looking at it, okay? And if we look at the 4-hour chart, we had that real sell-off, on sort of Thursday, Friday, kind of NFP, long weekend, but then we kind of gapped up, all right? We kind of gapped up and moved up, all right, for dollar strength coming into yesterday, but it's just kind of working its way down. As I said, there's that kind of like support line there is just holding it there, isn't it? Let's just maybe update that a little bit now. We're on a little bit on a lower time frame. It's yeah, that's the kind of as I said, I think what we're seeing is coiling. I think we've got that support line underneath, and you're going to have that 4-hour 50 period moving average is turning down. And as I said, I wonder if we're going to coil up, and that might just be a coiling up in front of those FOMC minutes tomorrow. That wouldn't be a surprise for me. But if we look at that daily, despite the dollar strength, as I said yesterday, if you look at the Aussie dollar on the daily, that has strengthened against the dollar. All right, Kiwi dollar has gone that way. I said strengthened against the dollar. It's actually more the dollar's weakened. All right, so euro, okay, you might say that is a kind of a bit of a bear flag. Dollar CAD, all right, is kind of coiling up, but that's kind of a reflection of CAD weakness. Sterling, as I said, is strengthened, all right, and Swiss franc, okay, dollar's weakened against the Swiss franc as well. So that's what we're seeing at the moment. Then, of course, we get to the picture with the yen, okay, dollar yen here, as you can see. That was just a great run, wasn't it? Really, that's just a great run there. And then actually, basically, what we've done is, we've just that sort of intervention didn't really sort of last anywhere near as long as people wanted it to. It's just we're still just tickling the soft underbelly of 162, and you have to wonder whether that's whether this is going to be back into a zone where there might be more intervention. Certainly, I think it's Katayama, the Minister of Finance. She was saying that basically it's likely to they don't want to give traders a heads up or forward guidance on what they're doing. They want to be able to operate more. Well, maybe not discreet. There's nothing discreet about a massive intervention, but if you know what I mean, they just want the room for maneuver, okay, to basically operate in that way, and that's what we're gonna see. But every time they intervene, it comes back pretty strongly, pretty quickly. That in itself is telling us something there. Okay, so yeah, keep an eye on that. As I think I said yesterday, if you are trading yen as a swing trader, all right, just make sure that you are on top of the order flow. Make sure that you have an ability to manage your trades and you've got risk management in place, okay? Because we are in areas where they are likely to want to intervene.